What's up, folks? It's Dr. Remy LeBeau. I'm coming at you once again from the X-Lair to provide you a reaction to the first trailer that they just put online for this new Star Trek show, Star Trek Discovery, that is being produced by CBS. The first episode, I think, is going to air on CBS, but then subsequent episodes are going to only be available on like their online system, kind of like their own version of a Netflix type of platform. Called CBS All Access, I think. And this is sort of like the flagship show that they're going to put on there. Anyway, there's been a lot of sort of rumors online about the quality of this show. Apparently it's not connected to the current movies. And maybe it's connected to the old television series. Because it is set before the original series. So... That's sort of the information I have. The controversies have been regarding the fact that this really great showrunner, Brian Fuller, who did the really amazing 4-season run of Hannibal recently on NBC, he was going to be the showrunner, but he left the show at some point. And so everybody's kind of been skeptical of the show actually being able to bounce back and be of quality. Brian Fuller is currently doing American Gods, which he is killing, by the way, because that show is super captivating, and it has so much of those, like, really kind of haunting, impressionistic / expressionistic production design elements that are really interesting to watch, on top of having a really interesting story and having great characters. Anyway, if Brian Fuller had done this show, who knows what it could have been. But now I'm going to watch the trailer and see if maybe they managed to pull something out of the bag, out of the magic hat, that is worth watching. I mean, it's Star Trek, for God's sake. It's really hard to get Star Trek wrong. But let's check it out. CBS All Access original series, yes! Whoa. 10 years before Kirk, Spock, and the Enterprise.
Captain, where are we going? We have no map, and you can't set a course without a star.
There was Discovery. So this is looking really
it's hard to imagine.
Well produced.
You've served under me for 7 years.
Commander Burnham,
I think it is time we talked about you having your own command.
Wow.
To transport.
I love both of these actresses. One of them is from Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. The other's from The Walking Dead.
Great unifiers are few and far between, but they do come. Often such leaders will need a profound cause for their followers to rally around.
Man, the production
What
design
am I looking at?
nice.
Object of unknown origin.
we've come all this way, Captain. It would be irresponsible to leave whatever that is.
Wow.
What have you done out there on the edge of Federation space?
Computer. Enable igniter.
This does not look like a Star Trek show. It looks like the movies. This fall. Whoa. Weird sarcophagus, weird aliens.
Signatures detected. Contact Starfleet
Oh,
Command.
Klingons, but they look kind of
Engaged
weird.
the Klingons.
Klingons look like lizards.
You will never learn, Vulcan. Your tongue is too human.
I'm trying to save you. I'm trying to save all of you.
Discover your destiny. Oh, wow.
Target its neck, cut off its head.
Starfleet doesn't fire first.
We have to.
My people were biologically determined for one purpose alone, to sense the coming of death. I sense it coming now.
Wow, they used the original music. Smart. Very smart. Star Trek Discovery, this fall, CBS All Access. Wow, I'm impressed. I'm gonna say I'm impressed. Like, I did not expect to see that. I expected something less, actually, based on the silly things that I'd heard. But that looks like really good quality. I'm just wondering if they'll be able to keep it up, you know? If they'll actually be able to maintain that kind of quality throughout the entire series, or if this is just kind of like a bait and switch type of situation. Look at our pilot. We spent all this money on it, and then the rest of it's like, bleh. Just boring stories, maybe. hope that's not the case. I'm gonna be optimistic about it and hope that that is not the case, because I love Star Trek. I have my entire life. I remember when Star Trek what was it? The Next Generation. Star Trek: The Next Gen. I don't know why I forgot that. I remember when that first aired. I watched it live. I watched that entire show, the entire run. So I've loved Star Trek. The movies, the original movies. I mean, Star Trek 2, Star Trek 3, Star Trek 4, Star Trek 5, Star Trek 6, though. And then, of course, I like Generations. I did like Star Trek Generations when they brought in the Next Generation and Captain Kirk, and that's where, spoilers, Captain Kirk bid the big one. But really, Star Trek First Contact was like the shit. And that movie was great, but like I think that they missed an opportunity to do like an epic Borg movie, like an epic like war against the Borg movie, because the Borg is such a great villain. I hope they touch upon that in this show. Probably not, because the Borg aren't discovered till a lot later, but maybe Q plays a role. Q is this like omnipotent being that is the one that originally got the Picard Enterprise all the way to the other side of space, where they had never been, where they first got exposed to the Borg, which led the Borg to realize that that there was a place called Earth and that they should assimilate that place. Anyway, maybe Q shows up here and maybe he changes the timeline. I don't know, probably not. That's being optimistic. But it's looking really good. The show's looking really good. I'm really excited about it. Sonequa Martin Green, who played I forgot her name on The Walking Dead, but she recently died. Spoilers on The Walking Dead. Sorry about that, folks. But then again, they announced her as being like a lead in the show before the season of Walking Dead had ended. So we all it became kind of evident that she was going to be killed. Anyway, she's great. I love her. I think she's going to have a great presence in this show, and it's really going to carry the sort of the dramatic weight of the show very well, because she's excellent at what she does. She's excellent at her craft. I buy everything. I buy every emotion, everything she goes through. I buy it. I loved her on Walking Dead, so I have high hopes for this. I think her name is Michelle Yeoh or something. Michelle Yeoh. She was in Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Apparently, she plays the captain, but the show won't focus on the captain as the main character, apparently. So I think Sonequa Martin Green is like the first officer, and so that's really cool. Anyway, that's my reaction to this trailer. Looking really good. I'm gonna check it out again because I really liked it. I hope the show lives up to what this episode implied about what we're going to be getting. Anyway, thanks for checking out my channel. Thanks for checking out my content. If you haven't already done so, you can subscribe down here in the subscribe button. And as always, I'd like to remind you, if you haven't already, put an X in that box, folks, because ain't nobody checking me. Take care. Bye-bye.